Hello, I'm Rebecca Brightly, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do a solo swing dance step called Apple Jacks. Same as last week, we're going to be layering up from more foundational, simpler movements rather than doing things sequentially. First you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. That's a little more complicated, so we're going to go with simpler ideas. And if you ever get stuck on any step, just go back to the previous step until you can really master it. Okay, so first things first, you need to be able to stand on one foot without falling over. So go ahead and try that. You can do that. You can move on to step 2, which is putting the weight on your heel and pivoting back and forth with the weight on your heel. If this is at all difficult, I have my handy dandy chair here. I'm going to put one hand on the chair and use the other hand to counterbalance. This makes it a lot easier. But if you want to practice your balance, practice it without holding on to the chair. Then we'll switch feet. Outward, inward, outward, inward, pivoting on the heel, outward, inward, outward, inward, outward. Switch feet, outward, inward, outward, inward. So you can hear me saying outward, inward, outward, inward, outward, inward. That's because we're going to use half of that movement, and I want you to distinguish which half we're going to use. So this way is outward, and when I come back the other way, it's inward. So pivoting towards the outside of my body, the toe towards the outside of my body is outward, and back the other way is inward. We're going to use the outward pivot. And basically what we're going to do is pivot outward on one foot, switch feet, and then pivot outward on the other foot. So this is getting very, very close to the move that we call Apple Jacks. So if you start with your toe pointed inward, and you go outward, and switch, weight on the heel, pivot, switch, pivot, switch, pivot on the heel, switch, pivot, 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 switch. Now, a couple important things you need to know. I'm not actually lifting up the forefoot very much off the floor. I'm not waving at you with my foot. I'm actually petting the floor, or in my case, I'm petting the carpeting. Okay, so this move is 8 counts. It starts on 8, so it starts before the 1. 8, a 1 is kind of how it sounds, or zhoo-ka-doo. The zhoo is actually an upward lift where you sweep your right leg in the air. So go ahead and try that. Don't worry about when or how you land. Just get up in the air with your right foot sweeping forward. So I'm thinking I want to land on the left, but I want my right foot to touch down first. So I'm going to sweep up with my right and actually land on that foot. Land on that foot. Okay, and then I'm going to just really quick switch to the other side. But it happens really fast, so I try to think of where I'm going, not each individual place I need to hit. If this is at all confusing, all you need to know is I want to start on my left when I begin the Apple Jacks. So if we're going to go sequentially now, and we're going to go through where do the feet fall and which counts, now that you have a basic understanding of what the Apple Jack foundational movement is, it would be like this. 8, a 1, that's my left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plant your foot, 8, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plant, 8, a 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, plant, 8, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you liked this video, please share it. You can also put a link to it on your Lindy Hop blog if you have one of those. Or you can leave a comment below the video or on my website, RebeccaBrightly.com. And if you super really liked it, you'll want to visit RebeccaBrightly.com/hellyes so you can get more free awesome stuff that I am creating currently. Mwahaha, in my Lindy Hop laboratory. Mwahaha.